idiot. Thank you very much, Mental Health Association of America, of Oregon, for all the work you do. Thank you for this award. I am humbled and, well, not speechless. I'll get to something. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was woke up this morning and thought, and someone was, well, let me tell you a little story. I have about 45 minutes, and I got a slideshow, and then we'll do some questions and answers.
That's fine. Just remember I'm a super bitch.
That's right. So let me tell you this quick story, 30 seconds. I did a workshop. Am I talking too loud? I did a workshop yesterday or the day before, and somebody came up to the desk with their, when they were done, I was signing CEUs, and they said, kind of interesting stuff, but I have one comment. If I wanted to go see somebody do bad Robin Williams stand-up routines, I would have just watched YouTube. And they said, I thought it was some interesting stuff, but you were too goofy. And I thought, oh, thank you for the feedback. And so I don't know if you're in the audience. I think you might be, but I'm not going to look in your direction. I just want to apologize if my goofiness or my humor slighted or interfered with your ability to learn and empower yourself. Because we're here for, I can't say we are here because I didn't put this amazing gig on. Let's also have an amazing round of applause for Janie Marsh and her leadership. I think they've grown this conference year after year after year, and it's just amazing community, and I'm going to miss it so much because what am I going to do for the rest of the other 364 years? 364 years. Anyway, I want to say thank you for the award. And if I hurt your feelings or if I lessened your workshop experiences by doing bad stand-up bathroom humor routine, I'm truly sorry. One other thing I want to say is I know that peer service workers and peer service managers and all of that is crucial to the success of this MAD movement and of us people. Really, I think that's crucial. But two things I don't want you to forget. There's also, I got in this when I was a young boy when Janie was babysitting me in 1988. And I got in it because of a man named Bob Judeff and David Oakes. And what they talked about was issues like cognitive liberty, civil rights, self-determination, the ability to be in the least restrictive institution and make your own choices about your medication and your therapy. So I don't want you to forget about the civil rights struggle that this Man People's Movement is as well. 30 more seconds. And the other thing I want to say is I don't know what I'm doing in the intersection between policy, politics, and peers because I'm not particularly Mr. Smooth. But what I want to encourage you also as well to do, my obsession is the state legislature, the governor's office, and the Oregon Health Authority. How can we get 15, 20 of you to try to learn the ropes and get involved with what I'm trying to do? Push the Oregon State Legislature, push SAMHSA, and push our county agencies and our CCOs to help support this revolution. And that sometimes is lost because, like Janie said, nobody is paying me to go make trouble or push for. There's not a lot of money in lobbying for the MAD movement or pushing policy ahead unless you work for like our friends at the pharmaceutical company or the conglomerate managed care organizations in Tennessee that are running Layton County CCO, that sort of stuff. Those people have lobbyists who get paid to push their stuff, to the power makers. We don't have that sort of thing. So we need volunteers and people who are eloquent and compassionate speakers to get involved in that part of the MAD movement. So there's, civil rights, cognitive liberty, choice. There's the workforce. I think, let me just close by saying, my main focus is growing the workforce, getting more people employed across the system, and then that rising tide will lift all boats because we will be running, like I said in my workshop, the inmates will be running and owning and controlling the asylum. So anyway, thanks. Thank you so much, and also sending blessings to the universe to my friend of 30 years, Danita Diamata, and Sonny Briscoe. I know that lots of you know who they are because they're just amazing at what they do and gifted humanitarians. But this conference has their handprints. This conference has their work all over it, and they are invisibly here in spirit, but they were key to putting all this on for the whole Mental Health Association of Oregon team. So how about a round of applause for those, and best wishes for them in the next 24 hours and a couple months on their journey. So we love them. So thanks again.
Thanks, Kevin.
One more thing, somebody asked me, they said, I think there's a cash prize, so see Robin after the... Right, or...
Is that band Robin Williams here? Hey, dude, I was thinking you could be me next year, because my humor's pretty, interesting.
Also, Janie was telling the story about when I was getting back in the game, because I was lost at sea in relapse addiction, psychosis, jail, almost all that bad stuff. I came into Peerpocalypse, and Danita and Janie were gracious of me to say, we'll give you a scholarship and put you up at the City Center Hotel. Came in the room, I knew Scott Seneker, Mike Lipacek, and Danita. I didn't know a whole lot of other people. I was 30 days sober, and I came into the dynamism of Robin Priest at the MC, just being an amazing facilitator and amazing ability to talk on her feet. And then I saw her again in San Diego. How about another round of applause for Robin's gifted charisma? I'm a librarian who works in the back shelves by training, so this social stuff is kind of awkward for me. But she is a gifted, charismatic leader, and thanks to New Zealand for loaning us too.
Except I'm Australian, but I'll forgive you. I have lived in New Zealand, does that count? Someone actually said to me the other day, oh, you move around a lot, and I was like, no, not really. I've lived in 4 countries. I've lived in 4 states here, and she goes, I've lived in the same house for 35 years. I was like, oh, I guess I move around a bit.